Live from WFSB, Connecticut's #1 local news, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 7.
7 o'clock right now on your Thursday morning, and we begin with breaking news out of Manchester. That's where a police cruiser was sideswiped by another car. Good morning, I'm Caitlin Nuclo. Police say officers were on Pine Street to investigate reports of a car burglary, and that's when a man got into an older red Honda Civic with a spoiler and sped off. He hit the police cruiser in the process, and thankfully no one was hurt. Police are searching for that car right now. They say it has front end damage and it has a front plate with a Honda emblem as well. And it could even have paint transferred on the rear passenger side. Call police if you think you've seen that car. We're also following developing news right now. Nearly 5,000 homes and businesses are without power this morning across our state after a fast-moving storm last night brought powerful wind and heavy rain. This is video from overnight as Eversource crews work to get the lights back on in Enfield. Some of the hardest hit areas right now include Thompson, Granby, and Woodstock.
All right, I'm meteorologist Melissa Cole to look at your Channel 3 early warning forecast. Let's take a look at some of our normals for today in the Hartford area. Normal low 44, normal high 66. We're actually above the normal low this morning, but we're going to be below the normal high this afternoon by just a few degrees. I think we'll hit it tomorrow. Records 28 degrees. That was set back in 1954, and the record high is 85 degrees. That was set back in 1990. Temperatures outside right now are in the 40s. We have 46 in Litchfield, 45 right now in Lakeville and Washington, and in Wellington we have 48 degrees, and the feels like temperature is pretty close to the actual temperature. You can see it's knocked down a couple of degrees in Litchfield and Wellington, and that's thanks to the strong winds we have outside. They will be strong through the day today out of the west northwest, so just keep that in mind. That's going to make it feel on the chillier side at times. Here's our ICAM in Waterbury. We have clear skies overhead. It's 48 degrees. In the Brass City with northwesterly winds at 8 miles an hour. And here's our ICAM in Windsor Locks, also clear, 50 degrees, northwest winds at 10 miles an hour. And occasionally we're seeing higher gusts, anywhere from about 20 to 25 miles an hour. And the winds will be strong throughout the day today. They'll die down overnight tonight. Not much happening locally. We had a strong cold front move through yesterday. That is well offshore. You can still see some clouds associated with it. And the area of low pressure is well off to our north and east. So we have high pressure in control of our weather today, tomorrow, into Saturday. And as it slides to our east on Saturday, our winds are going to shift to a more southerly direction. That helps to bring up some milder air. And on Saturday, we're actually forecasting highs well into the 70s. And I wouldn't be surprised if a few towns hit 80 degrees. So if you're hoping for some summertime warmth, you'll like the forecast for Saturday. All right, here's Futurecast. We'll take you through the next 48 hours. Noontime today, no issues, plenty of sunshine. Again, kind of a cool, windy day. This evening looks good, dry and clear. Overnight, we will see some clouds rolling on through, but then they'll clear out pretty quickly, and we'll see a good deal of sunshine, and it's looking like a nice day for Friday, and then a warm day on Saturday. Hurricane Delta right now already moved through the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, swirling in the Gulf of Mexico, set to make landfall along the Louisiana coastline as a Category 2 storm. And we may actually see the remnants here on Monday. This is one of our long-range computer models. As I scroll on through Monday morning, Monday afternoon, Monday evening, it looks pretty wet around here. Not great for any holiday plans you may have, but good news for the drought. We need this beneficial rain, and it looks like it could even linger Tuesday into Wednesday with some showers. All right, highs today, 50s, low to mid 60s. A nice day, just a little on the cool side, 30s and 40s overnight. And then for tomorrow, lots of sunshine, 66. A few clouds on Saturday, 78, 65 on Sunday, and then rain moves in here on Monday. A few lingering showers for Tuesday and Wednesday.
All right, Melissa, thank you. Turning now to Campaign 2020, the vice presidential candidates in the race for president faced off in their one and only debate last night. One of the main issues discussed was the coronavirus, though an unexpected visitor is creating most of the buzz this morning. Channel 3's Danya Backus has the story from Salt Lake City.
The coronavirus pandemic was center stage last night with plexiglass dividing Vice President Mike Pence and California Senator Kamala Harris.
The American people have witnessed what is the greatest failure of any presidential administration in the history of our country.
From the very first day, President Donald Trump has put the health of America first.
At their only debate, the candidates sparred over health care and the Trump administration's efforts to dismantle the Affordable Care Act.
If you have a pre-existing condition, heart disease, diabetes, breast cancer, they're coming for you.
Obamacare was a disaster. The American people remember it well.
Last night's debate was more cordial than the presidential one between President Trump and Joe Biden, though there was still plenty of jostling between the two candidates and the moderator.
Let me also say, the American people deserve, Susan, the American people deserve to know who repealed the Trump tax cuts.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
The most viral moment came when a fly landed on Pence's head and stayed there for 2 minutes as he discussed race in America.
Look, we don't have to choose between supporting law enforcement, improving public safety, and supporting our African American neighbors.
Harris is the first woman of color to appear on a major party presidential ticket.
Joe Biden will be a president who brings our country together,
Senator Harris,
and recognizes the beauty in our diversity.
The second presidential debate is scheduled for 1 week from today. Danya Backus, CBS News, Salt Lake City.
And with both presidential candidates in their 70s, last night's vice presidential debate took on an even greater significance, though both Vice President Mike Pence and Senator Kamala Harris avoided talking about the line of succession.
And so I think it's a delicate proposition to ask them about the age of the top of the ticket, because I don't think that they want to admit that there is some chance that the presidents, because of their, comparatively advanced ages, might have some non-trivial chance of, dying in office, for example.
Well, Renfro says Harris seemed to try to speak to swing voters while Pence appealed to his voter base. And remember, Channel 3 is your election authority for campaign 2020. You can see more highlights from the debate last night and read up on the latest headlines anytime by heading to the Channel 3 app. President Trump returned to the Oval Office yesterday, less than a week after testing positive for the coronavirus. In a video, the president credited an experimental drug treatment for his recovery and suggested that his diagnosis was a blessing in disguise.
I think if I didn't catch it, we'd be looking at that like a number of other drugs, but it really did a fantastic job. I want to get for you what I got, and I'm going to make it free. You're not going to pay for it.
White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and Senior Advisor Dan Scavino were in the Oval Office with the president yesterday. They both were wearing full personal protective gear to minimize their risk of contracting the coronavirus. And here's the latest on COVID-19 here in Connecticut. The state's positivity rate stands at 1.6%, with more than 123 new positive cases and an increase in hospitalizations. Even with the rising numbers, our state is entering phase 3 of reopening today. And that means that restaurants and entertainment venues can now welcome back more customers. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Roger Suzanne explains what the change means for businesses and customers.
It's opening night for a new show called Phase 3. Now, indoor art venues can open at 50% capacity. Here at the Schubert Theater, employees are celebrating the move towards normalcy, even though the venue won't officially open up until 2021 to ensure the safety of performers and guests.
So until we know that we can do that, it's going to be really difficult to have live performance in the theater.
Phase 3 also impacts restaurants in a big way as indoor dining capacity increases from 50 to 75%. Businesses must have barriers in place to protect customers. So the owners of Max Downtown in Hartford had to spend money to comply, but they hope it's worth it in this challenging time.
I'm in a large office building, and people are not at work. People don't go to their offices. In the evening, there's no theater, there's no Hartford Stage, there's no Theater Works, there's no Bushnell, and there's no Excel Center to bring people down.
Back at the Schubert, employees can't wait to open at some point over the next few months to support themselves and other businesses. But they understand it won't be as easy as flipping on a switch and announcing they're open. The process will take time.
We do believe it will start to ramp up soon, but it will be a slow ramp up. It will take us several weeks. Once we know we have something that we can put on safely in our theater, it will take us 3 to 4 weeks to really ramp up and be able to train our volunteers and our staff.
Roger Suzanne, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thanks for tuning in to Eyewitness News. Remember, you can get news and weather updates anytime on the Channel 3 app. Have a great day.